welcome back to Boni's Life, where we decode the future of finance, technology, and investment opportunities across Africa and beyond. I'm your host, Boni, and today we're diving into one of the most exciting and transformative topics of our time: the artificial intelligence revolution sweeping across Africa. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, Boni, isn't AI just another Silicon Valley buzzword that'll fizzle out like those NFT monkey pictures? Well, my friends, let me tell you something that might surprise you. While the world has been busy debating whether ChatGPT will steal our jobs, African countries have been quietly positioning themselves as serious players in the global AI race. And the numbers? They're absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about a potential $100 billion annual economic impact from AI across Africa alone. That's not a typo. $100 billion. To put that in perspective, that's more than the GDP of most African countries today. So let's cut straight to the chase. According to the latest International Monetary Fund AI Readiness Index, the rankings might shock you. Coming in at number 1, and this is where it gets interesting, is Seychelles. Yes, that beautiful island nation with a population smaller than most African cities is leading the continent in AI preparedness. Seychelles scored 0.53 on the AI Preparedness Index, ranking 57th globally. Right behind them is Mauritius with the same score, but 60th globally. Now, before you start booking your next vacation to these island paradises, let me explain why these small nations are punching above their weight. The IMF evaluates AI readiness based on 4 critical pillars: digital infrastructure, innovation and economic integration, human capital and labor market policy, and regulation and ethics. Small island nations like Seychelles and Mauritius have advantages in implementing unified digital policies, maintaining robust regulatory frameworks, and creating cohesive innovation ecosystems. But here's where it gets really interesting for investors and tech enthusiasts. South Africa, ranking 3rd with a score of 0.5 and 69th globally, represents the sweet spot between readiness and market size. This is where the real action is happening, folks. South Africa hosts 63 AI startups. That's more than Kenya's 59, Nigeria's 57, and Egypt's 55 combined in terms of concentration. We're talking about companies like Data Profit, which raised $16 million to revolutionize manufacturing with AI, and the success story of InstaDeep, originally from Tunisia, but with significant South African operations, which was acquired by BioNTech for a staggering $682 million. Now, let's talk money, because that's what really matters to investors and entrepreneurs watching this channel. McKinsey's latest research suggests that generative AI alone could unlock between $61 billion to $103 billion in annual economic value across Africa. But here's the kicker. Traditional AI applications could contribute even more, making up at least 60% of the total potential value. The banking sector alone could see $4.7 to $7.9 billion in economic value from AI implementation. Retail could unlock $6.6 to $10.4 billion, and consumer packaged goods up to $8.9 billion. These aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. They represent real opportunities for investors, entrepreneurs, and job seekers across the continent. Let's zoom in on Kenya, ranking 5th with a score of 0.45. This East African tech hub is doing something remarkable. According to the 2024 Standard AI Index, 27% of Kenyans use OpenAI daily. That's higher than most developed countries. Kenya is leveraging AI for personalized learning pathways in education, with the goal of improving academic performance and increasing student engagement. Nigeria, our continental giant, is making waves with practical AI applications. Take the mobile telecommunications sector, where providers are scaling AI chatbots that function as digital assistants, providing 24/7 customer support, personalized recommendations, and seamless service activation. This isn't just customer service, it's customer experience revolution. Companies like Rexel are using AI-powered molecular scanners to combat counterfeit medications, a $200 billion global problem that disproportionately affects African markets. Kudi.ai is democratizing banking through AI-powered chatbots that operate in local languages, serving Nigeria's massive underbanked population. But here's what's fascinating from an investment perspective, and this might surprise some of you. Despite all this innovation, African AI startups are receiving less than 1% of global AI investment. That's not a problem, folks. That's an opportunity. When the global investment community wakes up to what's happening in Africa, we're going to see a massive capital influx. Let's talk about the innovation ecosystems that are driving this AI revolution. Egypt, ranking 4th, is becoming a powerhouse in AI-driven financial services. Egyptian banks are using generative AI to automate credit memo drafting for large and mid-sized lending cases, dramatically reducing processing times and improving accuracy. Tunisia might rank 4th in our Readiness Index, but it's produced one of Africa's biggest AI success stories. InstaDeep, founded by Karim Begir and Zora Slim, specialized in deep reinforcement learning and was acquired by BioNTech for $682 million. This wasn't just an exit. It was a statement that African AI companies can compete and win on the global stage. Rwanda, ranking 6th, is taking a unique approach to AI development. The country is focusing on AI applications for agriculture, healthcare, and governance. Their AI-driven crop monitoring systems are helping farmers optimize yields, while AI-powered healthcare diagnostics are improving medical outcomes in rural areas. Now let's talk about the investment landscape, because this is where things get really interesting for our investor audience. According to the African Venture Capital Association, AI deals now account for 13% of venture capital activity directed to tech-enabled startups, placing it alongside clean tech as one of the most funded verticals. The funding is concentrated in 4 main hubs: Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, and Egypt, which captured 55% of all 2024 deals and 64% of total funding. But here's the opportunity. Countries like Ghana, Uganda, and Morocco are emerging as the next wave of AI innovation centers. Now let's address the elephant in the room: infrastructure and regulation. You can't have a thriving AI ecosystem without robust digital infrastructure and smart regulatory frameworks. This is where the rankings start to make more sense. Countries like Seychelles and Mauritius benefit from concentrated high-quality digital infrastructure. They can achieve near universal broadband coverage and implement unified data protection policies more easily than larger, more diverse economies. But the larger economies are catching up fast. South Africa's 5G rollout, Kenya's fiber optic expansion, and Nigeria's digital identity initiatives are creating the foundation for AI-powered economies. The African Union's Continental Artificial Intelligence Strategy, launched in 2024, is providing a framework for coordinated AI development across the continent. On the regulatory front, countries like South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya have passed comprehensive data privacy legislation that provides a foundation for AI regulation. The key is balancing innovation with protection, encouraging AI development while safeguarding citizens' rights and data. So, what does this all mean for investors, entrepreneurs, and professionals watching this channel? The African AI race isn't just about technology, it's about economic transformation on a continental scale. The proposed $60 billion Africa AI Fund announced in Kigali represents more than just capital. It's a blueprint for coordinated AI development across the continent. For investors, this creates opportunities in AI infrastructure, education technology, healthcare AI, financial services, and agricultural technology. For professionals, the message is clear. AI literacy is becoming as important as traditional literacy. Countries that invest in AI education and skills development today will lead the economic transformation tomorrow. So there you have it, folks. The definitive ranking of African countries in the AI race. From Seychelles' regulatory excellence to South Africa's startup ecosystem, from Kenya's adoption rates to Nigeria's practical applications, the continent is positioning itself not as a follower, but as a leader in the global AI revolution. The opportunities are massive, the potential is unprecedented, and the time to pay attention is now. Whether you're an investor looking for the next big opportunity, an entrepreneur seeking to build a future, or a professional planning your career, the African AI story is one you can't afford to ignore. If this analysis opened your eyes to new possibilities, smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into Africa's tech and investment landscape, and let me know in the comments which African AI story excites you most. Until next time, this is Boni reminding you to stay curious, stay informed, and keep building the future.